Following her mother's death, distraught teenager Gretchen relocates to a vacation town in the Bavarian Alps with her father Luis, stepmother Beth, and mute half-sister Alma. The family is there to assist with construct a new hotel, which is controlled by the mysterious Herr König, who provides Gretchen a position at the front desk to help her settle. Strange events begin shortly after their arrival. It started with Alma, who experiences convulsions prompted by a weird reverberating screech. The sequence happened repeatedly before something really bad occurred. It prompted Alma to strike Gretchen in the face. Another event, Gretchen witnesses many female guests puking while working at the reception desk. Later that night, the worst event, Gretchen has a horrifying experience with a hooded woman chasing her on foot while she was riding her bike home. She flees to a hospital as the hooded woman pursues her. The woman then vanishes when the police arrived. Gretchen makes the report, but the police suggested someone was playing a prank on her. Gretchen meets Henry, a detective who is investigating a homicide involving the cloaked woman. She also develops feelings for a guest named Ed, and the two decide to run away together. However, their fleeing attempt is foiled when Gretchen experiences reverberating screech, same as the one she felt with Alma. And this time, Gretchen knew something was about to occur. It repeated itself over and over, then the unthinkable happened. Ed nearly collided with the hooded woman and smashed their car, left Gretchen gravely injured and locked at the resort while Ed recuperates in the hospital. Henry tells Gretchen that he suspects the hooded woman is behind at least one homicide, which resulted in the female victim suffocating on her own vomit. They suspect one of the puking women Gretchen seen earlier is linked, prompting them to investigate a cottage area. Later that night, the hooded lady assaults Gretchen's fellow worker Trixie in an effort to implant her with a weird slime. Henry, who was watching in horror, tries to put the hooded lady down, but she was just too fast. The next morning, Gretchen approaches Luis and König, expressing her displeasure with their participation in the hotel. During the dispute, König accidentally reveals a package intended to the family that contains belongings that belong to Gretchen's mother. Luis admits to having sold the ancient family house. Gretchen got so mad to the point she punches her dad, then rushes to her room and plays to her mother's old voicemail messages. Alongside them, she listens a voicemail by Alma, who is using text-to-speech to implore Gretchen's mother to call Gretchen and make her happy. Gretchen comes out of her room to find her family disappeared. König informs her that Alma had another seizure and was taken to the hospital. He claims he'll take her to the next train stop so she can flee, but first they'll go to his residence so he may give her money. There, König confesses the truth. He displays Henry, who is now tied up. He stated, Henry is a humiliated police officer, and the hooded woman belongs to a near-human subspecies that relies on nest parasitic behavior, similar to cuckoo birds. These are the birds that use their screams to confuse humans and stimulate the development of their offspring. The cuckoo's young, such as Alma, are inserted into human replacements and reared till they have the ability to join their true species. König has been dabbling with maintaining this particular species at the hotel, where Beth and Luis unknowingly spent their honeymoon years ago. König confines Gretchen to a pool house and summons a teen member of the species with a flute. The teenage Cuckoo is lured to Gretchen and tries to implant her with slime. However, Henry comes just in time and shoots König, killing the beast. Henry and Gretchen rush to the hospital. They stay hidden behind the experiment room and watch nurses as Alma was sleeping. They were surprised to see this König, who is still alive, where König had planned to reunite Alma with her biological mother, the hooded woman. Gretchen thinks Henry intends to murder both the grown-up Cuckoo and Alma. Gretchen, anxious to save her sister, stabs Henry with a butterfly knife. Gretchen approaches Alma and deters her mother by pretending to be about to knife her. Alma confuses and departs. The mother then pursues Gretchen. Gretchen wears headphones to mute the mother's shrieking before stabbing her in the neck and murdering her. Gretchen reconciles with Alma and regains her trust by praising her for the message she delivered her mother, just as they were about to flee. They discover the still-alive König and the wounded Henry in a standoff. When Alma notices both of the guys confronting each other with firearms, she shields Gretchen's ears and lets out a tremendous screech, distracting both men enough to allow for the sisters to flee. Henry and König shot each other to death. Outside, the sisters are met by a recovering Ed who takes them to safety, and the trio flees the resort. Thanks for watching. Did this movie remind you of the story The Human Centipede? Please don't forget to subscribe if you like content like this.